Welcome to Plane and Traffic, and for the first time since I've moved down to this area in Atlanta, I'm stopping in the Ponce City Market. And let me tell you something right now, before I even get through the doors, I want to show you this. So okay, you might think that's some ordinary brick, but I look at it as like, boy, that looks familiar. And if you actually watch all the way through, maybe not the whole video, I'm going to show you why I thought that brick and style looked familiar. But yeah, again, welcome to Plane and Traffic, Ponce City Market in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, here we are. So this place right here was recommended from a comment on a pizza episode I had on Plane and Traffic. So we're gonna give this a whirl today. I'll even put some of the text content from that comment in this video. And this Pizza Jeans is the reason why I came here today. Ponce City Market. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, so if you notice, so we had the brick exterior of Ponce City Market. I shot the floor. You can see them hardwood floors, and because of the following, because I worked in a place in Philadelphia back in like 1988. This stuff's starting to look very familiar. And we're going to see exactly why later in this episode. But yeah, I ordered 3 slices of pizza from me, BRAXYB, and we're going to see what's going on with Pizza Jeans. But this, no, the setup is kind of cool, man. It's very cool in here, I think. What else can you really say? You can sit here and have pizza and beer if that's your thing. That sounds, you know, some days that would sound great. There's a lot of real cool, like little, I don't know, like the art. It's like pop culture art. And then there's this part of the pop culture art right here. So yeah, so I came down for Pizza Jeans, and I'm pleasantly surprised with what the building looks like, because the building has a real retro vibe to it. Yeah, I'm not a food critic. I'm going to be critical of. I love pizza. I'm trying to find pizza that is good pizza. And so far, I found a couple places already in Atlanta and the Atlanta area. And this is Pizza Jeans right here. Again, a comment on my YouTube video at Antico Pizza. And here comes the Coca-Cola. Yeah. Actually, a comment there said, yo, you need to try Pizza Jeans. And I went, okay, I will. I never do this. I never do this part, but I'm just going to do it for video purposes and pull the crust off. This is the first time I've ever done this. But I do like tasting the crust. I'll eat any kind of pizza, Sicilian. I do like it thinner. So this is, even though this is like probably a normal slice of plain cheese pizza, this is exactly the kind of pizza that I like most often. You can't see her. She's off camera. What'd you think? What'd you think of the crust? See that? The whole thumbs up. Yeah, that part. it's definitely written in there that this is a New York, Pizza Gene's is New York based and that's in Atlanta. And I can see that. I can see that it is that. This is excellent. They got an item on their menu called the mall slice. I don't know if that's what that one was, but this is good. This is really, really good pizza. BRAXYB, I wiped it off, but I had a lot of dust right here. She asked if her lip was as dusty as mine. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because last night I watched a video on YouTube of a gentleman in Queens, and apparently, and I don't think, to my knowledge, I've ever had a pizza like this where it was sesame seed. Yeah, apparently that's a big thing that's been going on for a long time. Hold on, let me get someone's opinion. I'll show you the video later, but there was actual sesame seeds in the undercarriage of the pizza.
I don't know how I feel about that.
And apparently it's a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, so how about that for?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
How about that for learning? And here's a nice slice of sausage. I was always interested in the sausage that different pizza places use. I've yet to find a sausage that matched. Now you don't eat pork, but I've yet to find a sausage that matched the absolute excellence of Santucci's sausage. Santucci's Pizza in Philadelphia. And what I love about it, like, they have multiple locations, including I've eaten in Wildwood, New Jersey, Santucci's.
Do I know you or do I know you?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably told you that, right?
Michael.
Who did? Okay.
I know you.
Yes, you know, we've been around. We've been together for, we're going on about 4 months now, and it's been we know a lot about each other. But anyway, Santucci's sausage, it's just absolutely amazing. Spicy sausage. They might have mild too, but forget about it. So this is the main street right here, road. Route 78, I believe this is Ponce de Leon right here. So Ponce City Market, look at this sign. Now you look at that sign and you're like, wow, how long has this place been around? They just matched the building with, and that's really classy, because look, it's like, it looks dated. But Ponce, the Ponce City Market has only been here since I think they broke ground around 2011. To know what was originally, what was here prior, it was the City Hall, Atlanta City Hall. But when you look at this, you start really putting two and two together. And then I'm going to finish the whole equation by showing you the following. In the early 1900s, this building where it stands right now was an amusement park. They kind of nicknamed it the Coney Island of Atlanta. So this was an amusement park here, and then on the other side here, it says across the street, I'm assuming they're referring to this street. That whole area over there was a minor league baseball stadium. So that's what they were kind of cooking here up until about 1925, and then this happened. Look at that tower all the way up there, and you can see that Ponce City Market sign. That's got to look real pretty at night. And then you lower down, and here you have it right there. There it is, folks. SEARS Roebuck and Company. If you're a Philly native, you know, you've seen that before. You've seen that etching into the stone before. And something somewhat similar to this tower. I think the SEARS building in Philly, we're gonna get an image of it. Yeah, we're gonna get an image of it, and it's, you know, so that, just to compare and contrast. But I worked there in 1988, the Sears building on the Roosevelt Boulevard. And when we were passing this today, I was like, man, that building looks got a vibe to it, like Sears, the Sears building on the boulevard. So yeah, 1925, Sears took it over. They sold this, so Sears went out, was going out, was shrinking, right? We know that. 1988, let me go back. 1991, the city of Atlanta bought this and turned it into their city hall, I believe. Let me see about that. This is really like a rough thing. So yeah, like, so early 90s, the city bought it. This was City Hall East. Their City Hall officially East. And then Ponce City Market really started getting into the works back in around 2010. A developer bought this. I think they're called Jamestown. They bought this, and then they broke ground in 2011 with so many different renovations over the years, or add-ons. Let's say add-ons, residential, high-end residential, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Look, when I was walking around in here and seeing them hardwood floors, already seeing the brick exterior, I was like, wow, this looks familiar. And pleasant surprise that that's what was going on with this building. And now you have, like me and BRAXYB were just talking about it, like, man, this would be so cool because there's so much warehouse space in Philly. Well, down here, I think they were on the conversion train long before Philadelphia when it comes to their warehouse space. And this is it too. And this it really is something else. We're going to check a couple other floors to it. And but you know, the addition too of the belt line in Atlanta. I've been on that many times. Have many videos of the belt line. That I think it's just this whole area. You can see this is just nonstop busy corridor right here, and they knew it. And they went, you know, that's a good place for a market. Let's buy it from the city, and it's been a thing since. And that right up ahead is the belt line, which I'm actually going to probably jump on that. I'm going to say next week or the week after that, and do a whole east side belt line, like a little deeper than I've been at the 4th Ward Skate Park, where that belt line is. I think I'm going to do some add-on to that and slide over here, because one of them super tall buildings is over here too as well. So right as you enter off of Ponce Street, you're met right through the door. Look at this. Look at that. So the price does not include cement, brick, or plaster. Okay. Okay, here we go. Heading up to the 2nd floor at the Ponce City Market. Pizza Jeans, been there for, well, I think they were originally on the 2nd floor, but they've been here for 3 years. I think they were up here for about a year on the 2nd floor of the market, and on the 1st floor of the market for the past 2 years. There it is, right there. There you have it. And there it is. So the belt line's right up there. And we're gonna confirm all that probably next week or the week after that. Yeah, up here on the 2nd floor, it just makes me wonder, of course, you know, it's the way my mind works with old facilities and whatnot. That makes me wonder, you know, how things looked, you know, in 1925. How about that? Because that's when Sears had this. They actually laid their groundwork for this. They built this building, let's just say that. But I like how the different accents in the building that take you back in time like this. Right. A big old scale right there. And then right down the way here, right around the corner, a giant freight elevator. I wonder how much renovation went into that. Still have some of the brick right in there. Yep. Yeah, I really appreciate what they left over oh my God, 100 years. Look at this, the electrical panel. And then you got right over here. So this would be Ponce. This would be the road. We were just here. Look at that. Boy, that looks familiar. Let me get the image, the Philly image. And ours was definitely a clock tower. That was a clock tower up top in Philly. And here's the belt line. Look at the belt line right here. It's attached. Forget about it. That's really, really, really sharp. It is. You just, oh yeah. Just looking. Oh my God, there's so much development here. So much retail space, fooderies. This basically, we were in a food hall. Yeah, that was a great, I really, really enjoyed that. I really didn't expect, what were your expectations compared to what? You didn't have any expectations.
It's like I thought it would be.
Like we, you know, I honestly was expecting, oh, this is going to be like Krog Street Market. Just a variation of it, but it's going to have a cool pizza place in it. By the way, the pizza was fantastic. So shout out to that viewer. I'm going to leave another comment telling him that I did follow up and go to Pizza Jeans, which was awesome. And yeah, this is just great, man. Now me and BRAXYB were talking like we had this building in Philly. Now it's it's Home Depot. It's you know, all the different. What are all the things over there? What else is over there? You know, by Whitaker, the Boulevard in Whitaker, where the Sears building was.
I don't know what you think it's over.
It's a bunch of stuff. It's not this though. I mean, they left it. If you leave the building and find a new purpose for it like that, that's just
I'm more so
incredible.
thinking about, like I said, the warehouses on Hunting Park.
Yeah. Well, there's still potential, possibly converting and getting their own market in Philly somewhere out of one of them warehouses. We'll see what happens.
I mean, they say it's 75 acres of it. Like, it's a lot of real estate doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, this was spectacular. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next episode. Have a great day, pleasant tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you. We'll be doing this from the Beltline perspective in the next coming weeks. And that was great. Oh, what, Dave?
And I would have liked him to finish talking where we couldn't get hit by cars.
Oh, hit by cars? Yeah, she thinks I worry about getting hit by cars.